Good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well. This is Rick.
Now turn right
For a quick trip to Bucky's version 4 charger. Still checking out version 13.2.8. I've had a couple other videos on it. Mixed emotions. The one regression issue that I've seen is that the GPS and the FSD are just not at all synced up. Traveled to my son's in Austin last weekend and going to a restaurant, going down the street, and GPS said turn left in 500 feet, and FSD turned right into an alley. So not sure what's up with that. But the improvements from, I guess, dot 6 or 7 lane centering. Lane centering seems to be just fine. When my truck turns left, I'm still turning left too sharp, too quickly, not getting around the median. Same on roundabouts. Truck's so far to the left rear tire goes up on the curb. It's a Starbucks morning. Still too hot to drink. I've watched a lot of the videos out on dot 8, and some people seem to think it's the end all, and some have had experiences like me or worse actually. But it's always getting better. For every step back, there's 2 steps forward. This is my first electric vehicle. Got it 2 days before Christmas. And by day 3, FSD had me struck out. Read comments online and on these videos, people say if you get even 1 strike, you're not paying attention. Well, that's not that's not what I've seen. I can be looking at the road and get the blue band of death across the screen. And of course, the first probably 3 or 4 strikes, I didn't know what the blue band was. There was nothing audible. My eyes are pretty good with glasses on, and to pay attention, I did not see. And then when there was finally an audible right at the end, I'd grab the wheel, but it was too late and I'd get a strike. Now I know, after getting struck out, when you see that blue band across the top, you better grab the damn wheel and give it a quick turn. Or roll the scroll wheel. People have mentioned that. It seemed to work as far as turning the blue light off. But otherwise, I'm just tickled to death with the truck, FSD. And all this crap in the news about Elon and what it's affecting the stock, the Tesla stock, it's just unbelievable. It's crazy. Who would not want to find waste and corruption and fraud? Whether it's Republicans or Democrats, it's going to be both. I understand that. Fine. Get rid of all of it. Independent, Libertarian, Republican, and Democrat fraud. We need to get rid of all of it. Another issue I've noticed is from a stop, whether it's making a right-hand turn or proceeding straight, it seems to accelerate initially a little bit too quickly. Even on chill mode, I've got it on chill right now. Usually I'm on hurry.
In 1 mile, turn left onto County Road 165.
Beautiful day. We're in Salina, Texas, headed over to Melissa, far, far north suburb of Dallas. At a fairly new Buc-ee's. If you haven't been to a Buc-ee's, you need to. It's worth the drive. It's like a destination. It's not the closest supercharger, but it's a version 4. And the world's cleanest bathrooms if you need one. So when I got the truck, I guess I had one of the last version 12 FSDs, and then it wasn't too many days after that, as I recall. It'll be a nice left-hand turn with some traffic. We can do it here. No, too fast. Let's see if it gives a really fast start. Sling my coffee everywhere. No, that's not too bad. What was I talking about? The joys of getting older. I'm an engineer by background, by education, and kind of the way I think. So I've always had a huge appreciation for the things that Tesla does, and Elon. Been a big fan. Been a stockholder 5 or 6 years, I guess. Off and on, mostly on. And 2024 was a very good year.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto County Road 168.
So in December, I thought maybe Santa Claus needed to get a present, or Santa Claus would bring me a present. Nice horse farms out here.
Now turn right onto County Road 168.
And with the referral bonus and the $7,500 business credit, well, now's the time. Tesla profits almost paid for it. I mean, I didn't buy it, but they would have almost paid for it at the time. That's where I chose to spend the money. I'm so glad I did. I really didn't have a concept, like most people in the country, of what Tesla and FSD is really doing. See, we're over the center line right now. It's not well marked. Well, it even shows on the screen that we're hugging the left side. Anyway, like I've heard a lot of folks say, if you're bad-mouthing Tesla or FSD, it's because you haven't taken a test drive. They aren't quite modest for the price as far as the amenities. No massage seats. I had a Ford F-250 King Ranch edition, and those massage seats were nice for long trips. And of course, leather, real leather everywhere, not the vegan leather. But this really isn't too bad. It's very comfortable. The cool seats are great. Let's speed up here a little bit. Let's go back to hurry. Some of these backcountry roads have been kind of exciting on FSD. Dips and turns in the blackest pitch of night when it drives a lot better than I do. And I don't take these roads very often, except if I'm going over to this other small town where they just happen to have a new Buc-ee's. I'm not sure which way to go, or the signs indicate one direction, but it's actually the other direction. FSD takes me the right way. No hesitation, no slow reflexes. Not that mine are that slow, but you know, this truck can see out of 8 cameras, I think, all at the same time. I can only see one direction. And I've got a reaction time whenever I see something and then need to do something. There's no hesitation in this automation. Pretty cool. Oh, I know, I was talking about being my first Tesla. Being a fan. My first memory of automation, if you could call it that, back when I was in college, and doing computer programming in Fortran on the punch cards. Yes, millennials, we used to have punch cards that ran through the big IBM 360s or whatever they were. And it was so cool to go back to the system operator, the window, and give you your cards back and your printout. You think, man, I just made that computer do something for me. And now the computer's driving for me. Controls my air conditioning. Tells me when and where to stop for charging on a trip. And why not? Man, the technology's not that advanced. But it's the application that is what is so cool. And Tesla has put a fantastic amount of coordination in that, bringing all different technologies and coordinated for some really cool stuff. And the robots coming out, man, oh man. As I said, my son lives in Austin, and I think I might make a trip down there in June and check out the robo-taxi. Or maybe it's going to be Tesla's new Model Ys that are
Now they're left to stay
doing the rides.
543.
Either way, it's going to be cool to see it and hear about it. Because I think we're close. That'll probably be a version 14 or something.
In 1 mile, turn right onto Trinity Falls Parkway.
Got about 9 more minutes to go. 5 miles. Well, if you haven't been to a Buc-ee's, I'll give you a good visual tour from the outside.
Now turn right onto Trinity Falls Parkway.
Easy 4-way stop here. With it on hurry, let's see how fast this right turn is from the stop. So I don't spill coffee all over me. Whoa! The initial jump is a bit much. And I drive fast. I mean, I have it on hurry all the time, but that initial thrust is always serious. I don't remember it being that way on earlier versions of 13.
In 1 mile, turn left onto Lod Howell Parkway.
This is McKinney, Texas here. Beautiful town. This is the very, very northern end of McKinney. It's got a very pretty quaint downtown. I'm sure today a lot of women are out walking the shops. A lot of antique shops in downtown McKinney. Oh, another thing that I've noticed with version 8, as opposed to version 7, when we're coming to a stop, well, usually a red light,
Now turn left onto Lod Howell Parkway.
it seems to do most of its braking at the very end of the stop. Instead of slowing down initially and cruising to the white line behind the light, it continues to go too long before it starts to slow down. Then it has to stomp on the brake. It wasn't that way in version 6 or 7.
In 500 feet, turn left onto North Central Expressway.
I was staring out the front when I saw the blue light of death.
Now turn left onto North Central Expressway.
Let me know in the comments what kind of issues y'all have with the nagging FSD. Does it leave you alone? People have said these later editions of version 13, or maybe 13 in general, but I know specifically I've heard. I thought it wouldn't stop. You could go here, babe. Give it a little bit of encouragement. We're gonna get that. Damn, we almost got that curb. Another blue light of death. So anyway, heard a lot of people reporting that these later versions that the nagging had been much more relaxed. I guess I've seen that a little compared to the first week I had the truck. I couldn't do anything without getting a strike. Not just a warning, the blue light, but just straight to strike. Now the first two, to turn the wheel, I'm staring out the front. It doesn't have the green dot on me. Why can't it not see me right here? Anywho, of course, I got the truck at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And by 4 o'clock, I had 2 strikes. So thrilled with how cool this was, the 4-wheel turning, and the steer-by-wire, and the acceleration. Slightly turn the wheel.
In 1 mile, turn right.
Cruising along on the clear part of the highway. Going, I guess, 65 into 65, and there was a mile ahead of me, not a car. I just stomped on it. Went right through, 85 and a couple of times. Well, I guess it's stopped, but turn the wheel. What's wrong with my green dot? Anyway, it doesn't like you driving, turn the wheel. Attention monitoring active, thank goodness, because I am paying attention. We've got a new HEB going in right here next to the Melissa. I have a brand new one going in next to my house. HEB is one of the best organizations I've ever seen. Yes, I've lived in Texas all my life, but I've only been a customer of HEB for the last 1 or 2 years, I guess, when they started coming to the DFW area. They've always been in Austin, San Antonio, that area. And they're an enormous organization. And friendly, my gosh, everybody's just so eager to help. Well, here we are, the big mighty Buc-ee's.
Now turn right.
The beaver with the fever. Okay, let's see where she's going to take me today and see if I can back into one of these. No, need to turn here, babe. Okay. Let's just pick out one.
Now your destination is on the right.
Let's see if she might want to park. Guess not. Don't have to get quite so close to these. Let's see how fast a charger we can get at 42%. Yes, I'm just trying to add a little extra here. I got some time to kill, and this is on the way to where I was going. Stand by.